Hello, North K students. How are you doing? I hope you're doing okay and you had a fantastic spring break. Personally, I got to rest. I got to do some Zumba and look out the window and enjoy the beautiful sun. I was so afraid to go out that I enjoyed the sun through the window. But I do hope you all got a chance to go outside and play a little bit. We're meeting here today once again for a math lesson. Today is April 20th, Monday, and we are going to get right to it. Before spring break, we were working with counting and cardinality, and we were working on one-to-one correspondence. We practiced a lot of different skills, introduced a few games and activities that you could do at home to get to practice that one-to-one correspondence. And even though we are not going to forget about this, today we are going to talk about a new standard. This week we are going to work with operations and algebraic thinking. For parents who wants to know a little bit more about this, you could find it under kindergarten, OA for operations and algebraic thinking, and it is our standard Common Core Standard number 5A. So kindergarteners, mathematicians, are you ready? Put your thinking caps on, type them really hard, and get busy. Because our learning target this week is I can fluently add and subtract within 5. What was that? I hear you say, I already know that. And then you think I don't know it. I know it. I know that you know how to add and subtract within 5. We were practicing that a lot. But the key word in this standard is fluently. Fluently, just like we use that term in reading, is doing any activity very smoothly without any bumps on the road. So when we talk about fluency in math, is to solve this addition and subtraction problem really quick, as fast as you can, without using your fingers or without thinking about it too much. So we are going to start with numbers from 0 through 5 and then start building. If you are already there, just use this as a refresher, as a reminder. Okay? So let's talk about addition. When we talk about addition, as mathematicians, we need to understand that addition means putting together. Addition means adding to. When we talk about subtraction, as mathematicians, we need to understand that subtraction means taking apart, taking from. And with those two ideas, watch me as I model for you how you could do this at home. Today, the activity that we're going to work with, it is called touch math. During this activity, we are going to practice adding and subtracting without fingers. I know what you're thinking. You said, Mrs. Mulder, you always tell us that we have our fingers and we could count. But my friends, we need to practice different ways of solving problems, of solving math problems. And we already know that we could solve math problems using our fingers. We could solve math problems using mental math. We could use our rec to solve our math problems, addition and subtraction. We could also use our 10 frames and work with our addition and subtraction. We could also use our number lines and add and subtract as we move forward or come backwards. Today, this activity is called touch math. What's so special about touch math? It helps you practice your one-to-one correspondence. It helps you add and subtract really quick. So, to get started, the first thing I'm going to do is draw dots on these numbers. Notice that I wrote numbers from 0 through 5 because our goal is to learn how to quickly add and subtract from 0 to 5. So 0 is right here, and I'm going to put 0 dots on it. This is number 1, and I'm going to put 1 dot. This is number 2. I'm going to put 2 dots. 1, 2. This is number 3, and I'm going to put 3 dots. 1, 2, 3. This is number 4, and how many dots am I going to put? You got that right, 4 dots. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And last but not least is number 5. I'm going to put 5 dots on number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, by putting these dots, that represents the amount, the quantity that these numbers represent. How do I use this to solve addition and subtraction? Well, let me tell you. When you are going to add, for example, I have written here addition within 5. You take a look at your equation and then you try to solve it in the same way we would when we use our mental math or when we use our fingers. But this time we are going to use the dots on our number and we're gonna touch them to help us solve it. And let me tell you, friends, at home, you could do it on a whiteboard, you could do it on a journal, on a piece of paper, but you could also have really good time with it if you use Play-Doh to make the numbers and a different color Play-Doh to make little balls and put them on top. Then there is a good way of practicing that one-to-one correspondence because you're making the balls to represent the quantity, and then when you add, you put them on, and when you subtract, you take them from the numbers. So here is 0, add 5. 0 plus 5 equals, let's find out using the dots in our number. Here is 0, and here is 5. 0, add 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The answer is 5, because this one has 0 dots and this one has 5 dots. Next, 1 plus 4. Here is number 1 and here is number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is also 5. Keep on going. 2, add 3. 2 plus 3. Here is 2 and here is 3. 2, add 3. 2, 3, 4, 5. The answer is 5. Okay? Something else that you could do is start counting with the biggest number, just like we do when we use mental math. And if you start with the bigger number, the biggest number of all, then you will get to the answer, you will get to the total amount quicker. 3 add 2. 3 plus 2. 3 is bigger than 2. I'm going to start with 3. Here is 3, and I'm going to add 2. 3, 4, 5. 4 add 1. Here is 4. Here is 1. 4, 5. 5 add 0. 5 plus 0. I have 5. 5 is bigger than 0. I'm going to start there. 5. Oh, 0. So the answer is 5. And that's how you use your touch math to solve these addition problems. Now, let's see how we could do subtraction. To do subtraction, you do the same idea, the same process. 5 subtract 0. Here is 5. I'm going to take 0 from 5. The answer is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The answer is 5. Now the next one says 5 subtract 1. I need to subtract 1 from 5. Here is 5, and I'm going to subtract 1. What do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 subtract 2. Here is number 5, and I'm going to subtract 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. I have 3 left. And if you do not want to use the same number that you have right there, you could always write your number again. I'm going to put a 5 right here. I don't have much space, but you could see it right there. And I'm going to add 5 dots. The next one says 5 subtract 3. So I'm going to put my 5 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it says subtract 3. 1, 2, 3. What do I have left? 1, 2, 5. Subtract 3 is 2. And you keep going. 5 subtract 4. You could either draw a new one, or you could use the one that you have right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. What do you have left? 1. 5 subtract 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I have 5 and I subtract 5, what do I have left? That's right, 0. And now I have completed my addition within 5 from 0 to 5 and my subtraction within 5. So friends, remember, today and every day, whenever you're working with addition and subtraction problems, remember, mathematicians need to understand that Addition is putting together, adding to. And subtraction is taking apart, taking from. And another way we could use to solve our problems, our math problems, is to use touch math. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and if you come up with a new idea, let me know, and maybe we could make another video or practice it together during our class meeting. Kindergarteners, good job today. Practice, practice, practice. Remember, quick, quick, quick. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.